Hello everyone, Mario the Pie Man here with Wing Commander 3. Yeah, look, I'm doing Wing Commander 3 again. Now, I'm going to be honest, first thing, a couple of community notes for this. Frankly, the reason why I've been struggling to finish it is because I'm beginning to not enjoy playing it. And it's quite often difficult for me to pluck up the enthusiasm to play the game and talk through it. So what I decided to do was play through as much as I could, and I'm just recording a narration over the top of it. The idea of this is that it meant I could clear a lot of the game, I could cut out a lot of the duller bits, and just in general, hopefully get this thing done. Not quite finished at time of recording, but as you can see, I forgot that I'd done all the conversations here. So, as a quick recap, we are now hopefully getting into the end game of the war. So, our last mission was to retrieve a scientist who developed a bomb. Well, in fact, go right back. We are Christopher Blair. We're fighting cat people. One of them has betrayed us, who was on the crew. We had a cat person on the crew. We've been trying to romance two other crew members through this with conversations. One of our wingmen was killed by the betraying cat person. We tried to destroy a planet with Malcolm McDowell's fully operational Death Star. That didn't work. So now we are trying to use a bomb that kind of causes earthquakes, but it's been developed by a guy who's like, sorry,
Let's get started, Colonel.
We're about to do a mission.
HQ sent us here to Freya because they've located a jump point that leads straight to
So
Kira.
we have a bomb that can destroy their planet, but we need to get there.
Later when Dr. Severn completes his device. One slight problem, however, is that the Kirathi own this system. We have to clean them out.
Oh, okay.
Go to it, Colonel.
So yeah, basically we've got to shoot everything. This is one of my problems as well, was that actually a lot of the missions here seem almost like filler. Basically, we've got this guy, poor old Vagabond's not here at the moment because he went and punched it, because he's basically a Joseph Mingler type chap, which does make you sometimes think, are we the baddies?
Dismissed, and good luck.
So that's actually kind of up to speed. Now, as for how we're going to present this, so we're taking the big long low bomber with us. I've forgotten how to fly, I'll bring that up now. But that shouldn't matter, because one of my problems has been that not much plot actually happens in the combat bits here. It's basically fly from point to point and shoot stuff. That's the gist of it. So for the most part, I'm actually going to cut out most of the mission stuff, because you really don't need to see me fly around and shoot stuff. I may show a little bit. I mean, you know, obviously you've seen this sequence 100 times now, I know I have. And yeah, it's getting to the point where I am kind of thinking, yeah, there's only so much I can say over this particular one, I'm still trying to concentrate on it. So, yeah, basically my plan is, at the moment, well, I had a couple of ideas, but part of my plan is to potentially either just snip this stuff out, which I think is the safer way, or to discuss other things over it. In the case of this one, now yeah, I was first remembering the controls here. Still annoying that I can't play it with a joystick, and actually I found the longbow particularly sluggish in this. I think I set the engines too low or something. But we will let you see a couple of nice spaceship shots. One of the other things I'd like to point out is obviously I recorded this, but now I'm watching it back in Movie Maker, so I can't actually hear any of the sound, is the issue. But essentially in this one you've got, in this one, yes, we've got a couple of ships to fight against, and usually a couple of capital ships. That's why we sent out with the bombers. But basically it's interminable minutes of flying around here, so you know what I'm going to do? I am going to cut away and then come back later near the end of the mission, because this one's particularly boring, so expect a jump cut shortly.
Mission objective accomplished.
I'm not going to lie, that was probably the better part of about 20 to 30 minutes of flying around and shooting things. Flint got shot down halfway through it, but there you go, there's a thing that happened.
Need clearance, TCS Victory.
Looks like the Karathi have been busy in their shipping.
Yes, they have, but we've
I
blown
guess it
most
takes
of
more
them.
than some new tin cans to phase you, Colonel. You're cleared to land.
And back. I was very relieved to see the end of this mission in particular. Whew. Yeah, we need the big ladder for this one. Both hands to the handrail, Colonel.
Wipe that sad sack look off your face, Ace. She made it.
Well, at least we made something. So, now, yes, you will see me saving quite a bit here. Because I was not willing to lose my spot, so I do apologise for showing you the saves every single time, but at least I'm not showing you a lot of the combat. So we're off to talk to people, because again, it's the best bit of the Wing Commander games. And the lift loading mask. Look at it go. Oop, there's no one in here for me to talk to, but someone in the berths, maybe? Yes. Sorry I let you die again.
Going somewhere?
No. Cleaning this out helps me clear my head sometimes.
Alright.
Been doing a little of that myself. Letting go of, I don't know, certain memories.
My dead ex-girlfriend, that big memory there, that's one I've let go of.
I haven't wanted to pursue it while you were still hoping to find Angel. And I'm probably way out
But
of
now
line
she's
here.
dead, you know.
But
How about it?
It seems like maybe there's something between you and me.
perhaps it's that way with all the female crew members on board.
Oh yes, I've been rutting my way through the whole crew.
Flirting with every woman on board.
In fact, there's probably some
Sir,
rules
I'm
about
not
it.
in the habit of flirting with every man on board.
But you do make exceptions?
I have. Yeah.
Mark Hamill, you big man slut. Yeah, there should probably be some rules about, like, fraternizing with, like, people literally under your command. I reckon it would be frowned upon. Don't think command would be okay with it. Or left. Nope. Here's the captain. Now, I'm actually going to show you both outcomes because I got the wrong one initially.
Well, something on
and
your
then had
mind?
to reload.
Captain, the brig is no place for a pilot.
Because I'm trying to argue for Vagabond.
Oh, I agree. But the brig is a place for someone as undisciplined as he.
Try the hard sell.
So I initially tried the soft touch.
Try the soft touch. Sir, everyone's entitled to a mistake.
Mistake! He could have killed the man. Vagabond is
I
out of
just
control.
punched him in the
Right now,
face.
he's worthless in a cockpit. You're dismissed, mister.
Bums.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we are going to cut and fix this. You know, a more professional podcaster would have actually just edited this all together, but I'm kind of past that point with this. Like I say, I do still like the Wing Commander games, but I've got to admit the playthrough has put me off a lot of the combat. I think being able to use a joystick would have
Try the
helped.
hard sell. Sir, this war is eating at all of our souls. Vagabond's especially. He deserves another chance.
You'll take personal responsibility for him.
I
He
suppose,
flies
yeah.
under me. That goes without saying.
Very well.
Thank you, sir.
Now at this point I was thinking, hey, I've got Vagabond out the brig. You know, we've captured the jump point. Should all be okay. Hopefully the next something else, maybe something to do with this scientist who we never really got to talk to. I think that was a mistake in the game as well. I think they kind of touched on he wasn't a nice chap, he was like, say, experimenting on people, but instead we get it brushed upon but we're now going to use his bomb. And again, a thing which they don't really focus on here, which I would have loved to have seen explored more, is that basically we are going to kill a planet. We're going to destroy a planet with a population of civilians on it. By any stretch of the imagination, that's a war crime. And I actually wish the game addressed that. I know it was the 90s and we didn't look into that sort of thing as much. But I think it would be interesting. It's in fact, and it's something I might do as a filler episode at some point, is a kind of talk through how I could see a Wing Commander TV series
No
work.
rest for the weary, Colonel. Let's get to it.
As you wish, Captain.
Okay, what's this? What's the mission?
We've run into another glitch with this jump point to Kira. It's shielded. The shield generator is based
Oh,
on
we've got to go
Freya
down to a
2.
planet.
Here's where we see how good these Excaliburs are in taking the fight to the ground. Colonel, I want you to lead the ground assault. Destroy that generator. Good luck, Colonel.
So, basically, again, I'm going to edit out most of the combat in this one, because it is mostly flying around but on planet, very slowly shooting buildings. It's not that exciting. This one at least didn't feel like padding. I will say that the mission felt a bit more like I was doing something, but it also had that problem of the ground missions that your autopilot lights up and allows you to kind of move on even if you've not destroyed all the ground targets, and then fails you at the end. We saw that happen in a previous episode. So I'm not taking my chance with this one, so I hung around and destroyed everything. Still, you do get to fly the Excalibur, which is a fine ship. Didn't warm to it originally when I first played through, but once I got used to some of the game's controls, I actually really quite took to it. So again, as always, we will launch and then we will jump cut. Now, what I was saying just before I interrupted, one of the things that I might do as an aside is almost like a piece of art. I might actually just throw it in this episode, sort of over some of the combat, because I'm not having to concentrate too much. So this was something I thought of doing for a while, which is my kind of pitch for Wing Commander the Prestige TV series. Yes, all we have here is we've got some ships to shoot down initially. We're on our own for some reason. And I thought it could actually be quite an interesting one, because you could do, I reckon, take up to Wing Commander 4. I never played Privateer as part of that, so you know, I don't really know what went on in that game. But my thinking was, you start it off in the first Wing Commander game with I think you were Lieutenant Blair at that point, coming onto the Tiger's Claw. And like I say, you don't need to go through literally every event to take the basic plot beats. What were the... Well, again, you could see it with this. You could take some of the basic mission beats of establish the war, do a couple of sort of feature missions where big things happen, and focus on, you know, the crew and how the war affects them. But one of the things could be the fact that, yes, the humans are having to deal with a race that's quite clearly out to destroy them, but how that could have... You could do a lot, particularly in this, if you think about this. We're looking at people who are being kind of pressed up against, they're clearly losing the war, and they're now having to kind of resort to desperate measures, which do include destroying the planet. Now, like I say, I can't remember the basic plot of Wing Commander, but there were probably some set missions which can set you up as a hero. You know, you can also introduce, that's where Maniac's introduced, where Angel's introduced, Paladin, people we've seen here, Tolman's introduced, so you've got quite a lot, and you can have developments of ships. Again, the ships do change through the Wing Commander games, and it would be quite neat to see kind of the ship development over many years of a war, and indeed it's set over years of the war. Wing Commander 2 actually has Blair disgraced initially because of the loss of the Tiger's Claw to a ship which only, a cloaking ship which you can only see, and you're then brought to the Concordia. Now obviously we saw what happened to the Concordia at the beginning of Wing Commander, if you remember that many years back. But that could be kind of the steps that we go on. You cover the basic beats, and again for this one it would be covering, establish again how the fight's going, get to know the crew of Victory. We get Malcolm McDowell's fully operational Death Star mission. But my difference would be, because in this I very much took the hint that Hobbs was kind of either received a secret message or was maturing a candidate. And what I would actually like, and what I think would work well in this, would be, rather than have that as the idea, have the idea of Hobbs perhaps being okay fighting his people when they were, the aggressors in a war, and understands that you're losing, but isn't willing to perhaps, unleash planet-killing weapons. In fact, probably have a discussion about whether anyone should have planet-killing weapons, be it like, say, the behemoth laser that Tolwyn brought in, or even this Tembler bomb. And that's why he eventually betrays the Terran Federation. But yeah, I think this could be a property that could be used. Again, now obviously there was a film made, it wasn't particularly good. I think you could probably go more with a different cast. You wouldn't be using Mark Hamill anymore for the young rookie fighter pilot. I still think there could be potential to, definitely give him a role, and anyone else who's been in the games as cameos and whatnot. But I think there could be a Prestige TV series in this. So that is just to show you some combat. That's my Prestige TV series pitch. I am now going to skip ahead to the end of this mission, and we'll see what happens after. Yeah, so needless to say, we blew up everything that was necessary and all the other ships.
Clearance, TCS Victory.
Now that was a real test for those Excaliburs. You kicked some heavy-duty ass, sir. You're cleared to land, Colonel.
I did kick a heavy-duty donkey, yes, that's correct, Rollins. So, you'd think, right, we've destroyed the shield generator, we've destroyed all the ships in the area. Quit new. As we say, where I come from, quit indeed new. First she's got to congratulate me in exactly the same way always.
Pretty slick flying, sir.
Thanks, Chief.
So again, saving because, yeah. I think, what was this one I thought I might have got wrong. No, I just forgot to put a space between the playthrough and the 8. So again, back. Oh no, I did start checking because I think I missed a few conversations there. But let's go to the pub. Got a good mission. Let's head off. Have a nice quiet drink. Oh, there's Vagabond.
Colonel, pull up a chair.
For a guy who's been staring at 4 grey walls for a while, pretty chipper.
Well, that's it, isn't
I'm
it?
not looking at 4 wheels, so yes, I'm not in jail.
Well, we all lose it once in a while.
Yeah. Well, if I had to do it again.
Well, I'd still punch him
the
again.
son of a bitch.
Oh, probably shouldn't have released you from jail. Ah, no! I'm doing this conversation again.
Pull up a chair.
Scat,
For a guy who's been staring at 4 grey walls for a while, pretty chipper.
Well, that's it, isn't it?
Yeah,
I'm not
there's my
fussing
level
with
of
her anymore.
enthusiasm. Because I'm doing this narration over it, it's a bit of a pain, just
But we all lose it
the
once
fun
in
of
a while.
Movie Maker. Yeah.
Well, if I had to do it again.
we're doing it. So I've sat down and had the same conversation twice, and no one thinks I'm insane, or he is insane. No, I want to go into the berths. No, no one's here. He's gone away because I keep asking him the same questions. Anyone up on the bridge? Well, anyone who'll talk to me. I mean, there's people on the bridge there who haven't said a word to me. Frankly, I think that's quite rude. After all we've been through. No one there. No one in gunnery. Anyone gunnery? Bit of frame rate stutter. No. No one in gunnery. So, on to the next mission, which this will be moving the plot along, right? Right? Will be moving the plot? I hope so. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, I saved again in this one for some reason. I think you just don't want to have that conversation with Vagabond again.
Colonel, let's go over the mission, shall we?
Yes, sir.
Colonel, now that we've secured the jump point,
good. So we'll be able to start the mission soon.
They can't get word back to their command that we own the jump point now. Give it your best, Colonel.
So yeah, we've got to shoot down some more fighters.
So,
Like I
these
say,
are the
feels
mission
very
objectives.
much like Padding
Oh, and one last thing.
in this part, but let's take Vagabond out.
I want you as my wingman. Dismissed, and good luck.
But again, very repetitive missions at this point, largely just flying around and shooting stuff, for want of a better phrase. So again, I like to see the spaceships. I always like seeing the ships, even though we've seen these launch sequences a lot now. But we shall go and do this mission and see where the plot takes us. At least I've shown you 3 different spaceships. You know, that's a thing that I've done. And, you know, fiddling with the controls on a lot of them as well. Oh yeah, I think I hit auto just before we launched, so you've got the auto launch there. Some nice beauty shots. I mean, you know, very low poly. But it was impressive for the day, so yeah. We'll see, we're just going to shoot down some people, so I will cut to the next bits. I'm not kidding, out of probably close to an hour's worth of footage, I've shaved about half an hour or more of just flying around from it.
Need clearance, TCS Victory.
We got reinforcements coming in, Colonel. So at last we can unload this jump point on them. We're moving out. You're cleared to land.
Oh good, so we're going to do the final mission, right? No, we're not. So what I will do is I am actually going to leave us here before the next round of conversations. It's going to split this into 2 videos. So I will leave it here. Once again, thanks for watching. We are coming to the end of Wing Commander. I am going to desperately try and finish it. I've not recorded the last few missions yet, but I got damn close, so hopefully we will see the end of this soon. As always, thank you for watching. If you want to contact me, you can do so on Blue Sky, Mastodon, or in the comments here. Talk to me, see what you think about this so far. Obviously, if you've really enjoyed these, please watch the other ones, and please like and subscribe. Yeah, we will finish this. I'm desperately going to try and finish this, but all I can say is stay with me. So once again, thank you for watching, and I hope to catch you again next time. But until then, bye for now.